science is often seen as key lever for enabling sustainability transformations. There is also broad agreement that this requires new partnerships with science, civil society, governments, NGOs and companies, hence the co-production of new knowledge. But how can global research networks enhance and foster the co-production of knowledge? This is the key question we have been exploring in our project. This is Teresa Tribaldas, I am Florinda Schneider, and we jointly conducted this project, and we will now guide you through some of the key insights.
What are the challenges? Over the years, sustainability researchers have increasingly used co-production designs in their individual research projects. These research projects focus on local, place-specific context, hence they're used in cities or communities. As a consequence, guidelines on co-production mainly focus on this local place-based type of doing co-production, but it's not clear what doing co-production means for research networks. Global research networks link researchers and other societal actors across different scales and places. Their main mission is to promote and facilitate research and community development, not the implementation of research. To address this gap, we used two main methods. First, we initiated a reflection and learning group with 5 Swiss-based networks that focus on different sustainability themes, such as land, biodiversity, climate change, and mountains. Over 3 years, this group regularly met to discuss their approaches, activities, theories of change, potentials, and limitations. Second, we explored the approaches and experiences of 5 additional networks through interviews, workshops, and document review.
An analysis of our 10 networks showed that each uses a unique approach to enhance co-production. But we also found commonalities regarding the basic capacities a network structure has. Based on these, we identified 4 generic fields of action. Connect actors and scales to enable co-production for sustainability. This first field of action highlights the capacity of a network to convene different actors across places and scales and to build a community. The network secretariat has a broker role. It organizes interested actors and creates favorable conditions for co-production among the network members. All 10 studied networks are very engaged in this field and managed to establish and maintain vivid research communities. Some focus on interdisciplinary collaborations, others on societal actors, and again others highlight global inclusiveness. But to establish inclusive and lasting partnerships with previously disconnected actors is a major challenge for most of them. Establishment of trust and shared interest is a particular concern. Second, support the network community in doing co-production. This field of action focuses on the capacity of a network to strengthen the agency of its individual members. In this case, the network support entity acts as a service body to its members. This ideally helps the members to implement co-production in their contexts in a better way. All 10 networks conducted activities in this field, but to different degrees. It reaches from encouragement of co-production to fostering learning and includes also funding of research and the creation of a place of belonging for like-minded people. Third, foster co-production to leverage the network's community's transformative power. This third field of action points to a network's capacity to fuel the members' efforts and to become stronger as a group. By being united in a network, the members get more influence than an individual can bring to bear, because the network can speak on behalf of the whole community. Co-production can be a key ingredient for this. This is because co-production is needed within the network community for enabling the Secretariat or other representatives of the network to speak on behalf of the community. For this, synthesis and capitalization processes are key. Second, network representatives can engage in or coordinate co-production with other societal actors outside the network and sit at the so-called big tables. For example, global assessment bodies or UN processes. Finally, the fourth field of action relates to the need of fostering innovation to strengthen a network's capacity for co-production. This relates to all three other fields of action. In fact, this is the most challenging one. We see two main but interrelated reasons for this. First, innovations for integrating co-production often require fundamental transformations of existing values, social relations, competences, routines, and even build research infrastructures. Second, networks are usually rather fluid structures that are built on the motivation of the members. There is often little capacity to control member activities because there is no strong hierarchy. A network exists as long as the members consider it useful. Hence, hesitant action lacks transformative power, but pushing too hard can easily be counterproductive because it awakes resistance of those members representing different values and interests. In other words, we found that when aiming to innovate a network, care is needed for balancing with the three other fields of action: connecting the right actors, adequately supporting the members, and showing the capacity to increase the joint agency.
The presented network compass does not only summarize our insights, but it also showed to be useful as a tool for fostering exchange and social learning among the involved networks. Let's hear what they draw from this interaction.
Yeah, from this exchange with other global research projects, I learned that scientific cooperation is the basis of everything.
Well, it was important for me because on the one hand it allowed us to acknowledge our own way of functioning and reflect on our own options to contribute to sustainability science. But then importantly, it was useful in understanding how we can work with each other to develop products that are impactful for sustainability science and really understand how we can best work together based on each other's experience and modus of operation.
For me, it was an important experience in two ways. On the one hand, it's about being personally involved in a process of social learning, so understanding how that process is undertaking and also to take the opportunity to learn from others. That's very valuable personally. On the second level, it's also about learning what to do for the Mountain Research Initiative, not only learning about from others' experience, but also what can we bring back to the network so that our transformations to sustainable development research is in fact impactful.
It was useful to work with all the other groups in this project to better understand what is transformation theory, co-production within GRPs, and to see how we are already doing that without knowing it.
We are all, as research projects, trying to find ways to create better transformations for society. But to do that, you need to be able to have theories of change. Every minute and every effort that you make with your network has to go towards those goals. And working together, we were able to understand what those theories of change were and get a better understanding of how we could innovate our networks to move towards those goals.